Happy New Year, planet Earth. You are listening to the Jersey Doesn't Come Off. This is our 2020 review. We're each going to go into a couple topics that stood out to us this year. We're each going to talk about something negative, and then after we get that boring sad boy shit out of the way, we're going to get happy, and we're going to talk about some good shit that happened in 2020, right, guys?
Facts.
Yes, sir.
All right. Before I forget to introduce ourselves, I am your host Connor Johnson, and I have with me today
Your boy AJ Reimer.
And Freddie Goodman.
Speaking of AJ, how was your Christmas and holiday season?
It was good Christmas. I went back home. I didn't get to see most of my family because of COVID and all that. I get to saw my mom. It was nice. I haven't seen her a long ass time. So seeing her was, I think, the cherry on top for my Christmas, for my holidays especially.
That's
so,
awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from a small town called Bangor, Pennsylvania. None of y'all ever heard of that in your life, all right? Chill.
What part of the state is it in?
It's yo, chill. It's on the borderline of New Jersey. It's near Allentown, Stroudsburg. I don't know if y'all ever heard of that.
Yeah.
You guys,
A few years ago, I saw Lil Uzi in East Stroudsburg. It was pretty cool.
Bro, I remember that. You were there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what, bro. I heard that concert was terrible.
It was
because he just straight up played 3 songs and dipped.
He played, I think, 6 or 7 songs.
Okay.
Played for maybe 20 minutes and then dipped.
Yeah.
And showed up an hour late.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm not that upset about it. Nah, but there was this one dude who came out. He was one of the openers, and after one of his songs, he just starts talking big shit to the crowd. He's like, "None of y'all motherfuckers believed in me. I told y'all I was gonna make it. Here I am. Y'all fucking watching me rap, not the other way around. Remember that shit." And I remember just looking at my boy next to me. I was like, "That probably ain't about us, is it?"
What the fuck?
we both just laughed our asses off. That can't be about us, right?
Bro, do you remember his name?
That's my experience with your part of the where you grew up, AJ.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it's not really something to talk about or boast about because most of the people that live there want to leave immediately after they graduate. So I don't know.
No, I get that. So were you living in Philly still?
Yeah, I'm still because I got another semester or so until I graduate from Temple. I'm still in school right now, so yeah.
That's cool. Freddie, how was your holiday?
Oh man, it was real chill. I felt like even in the pandemic, I was still kind of going hard, with the film stuff. But I felt like I was able to just take a minute and slow down a little bit for, for the holidays. And it was nice being able to try to watch a movie every couple of days and chill.
What did you watch?
Spend some time with the fam. I finally saw Good Time.
Okay. I love that movie.
Yeah, crazy.
Who's in that movie?
Robert Pattinson.
I just saw. That's crazy you just said that because I was watching this interview with Pete Davidson and he was talking about that movie in the interview. So that's mad. That's just mad crazy that you just brought that up. I think that's so funny.
Good movie, AJ.
Yeah, that's what Pete Davidson is. It's my favorite movie. I love this movie. He was there to promote something else, but he didn't talk about it. He just talked about Good Times. It was kind of funny actually. But I'm sorry to interrupt, Freddie.
No, you're good. No, you're right, bro. It was a really good movie. I think it was just so if you've seen Uncut Gems, it's made by the same guy, the Safdie brothers. And much like Uncut Gems, they weaponize anxiety like no other in this movie as well.
They're so good at that.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm sitting there stressing. And there are some movies where you can kind of be on your phone a little bit until things start to really pick up. This is not one of those movies. Yeah, what I'm saying? Saw Wonder Woman.
What'd you think of Wonder Woman? I watched that with my sister the other day, and I did not like it at the time, but it's kind of growing on me now.
Yeah, same, son. Okay, so the first half was kind of all over the place tonally, But the second half, I think they like really found their footing, and I liked it. So like on off the first watch, I was like, okay, but then the second watch, I think I enjoyed it a lot more.
Right. I liked. I'll not get too spoiler heavy with, but like from when Diana like renounced her wish till the
Hmm.
end, I thought was really really good.
Oh
But the
yeah,
first up until that, I was kind of like, there's some stuff on it I didn't get. Like I didn't get her stealing the plane and like I don't know the
yep.
stuff like that. Like I didn't
No,
get. But it's too nitpicky. But like because I liked the themes and I liked even the execution of it. I thought like the movie looked good.
yeah, same. But
I watched Soul the other day too. Have you seen that yet?
so nah, man, it's on my list. You know what I'm
Beautiful
saying?
man.
I gotta go finesse somebody's Disney Plus real quick. But but yeah,
All right,
I'm gonna peep
AJ.
that.
Or
Now, what about you, bro?
AJ,
How's
you
your holiday? Real
oh yeah,
quick.
I mean, I cooked most of it. I made like a big prime rib roast, which I
Mm,
don't know if either
Okay.
of you guys ever have like yeah, delicious. So I was cooking most of the day. Uh, I watched I watched Trolls 2 with my sister. That was fun. I'm a big
Heard
Trolls
you.
fan.
nice, nice.
I mean, I enjoy like a good kids movie every now and then, and
Oh,
like
for
Christmas
sure.
is the time for that. But Trolls 2 was cool. It was
Got
interesting,
you.
but it was cool. It's all about like it's kind of about racism through music, which I thought was interesting, but it's cool.
Mm.
Yeah, like there's like different like tribes of like people that like live together by their like music taste. Not too
Hmm.
different than nowadays, but much more like segregated. And the rock trolls want to take over and like make everything rocky.
Mm, hate them rocks, bro.
Anyway, AJ, why don't you start us off with your first 2020 point?
Um. So wait for my positive one, right? Or no? My
Yeah,
my
let's
negative.
skip
All
the
right.
negative
All
stuff
right. So
out of
my
it.
negative
Yeah.
one. So um, I'm gonna start it off with how 2020 started was a perfect example of how the rest of the year was gonna be like. So in January, in Australia, they had the worst bushfire they've ever seen in probably like a year. Because last year they had like one previous, so like it just keeps on getting worse for
Hmm.
Australia. And that's a perfect way to describe how the rest of 2020 was gonna be. Because like after that, everything was just like the next month was like this happened, and next month that happened. You know what I mean? So it's like every month.
Yeah.
So with
Didn't
Australia.
go up from there.
No,
Yeah.
there was no like positive like this is that's it, man. Like 20, it's a bad January is a bad month. Like February, we got this, and like no.
Right.
So with Australia, bro, like I felt like I think it said like the whole year they lost like 3 billion animals. Or, like I don't know, like that's where I saw, and I was
That's
like
a
that
lot.
can't be right. But I feel like Australia itself has like so many animals that like I believe it because like I feel like there's like places that you just don't go to because like there's like poisonous snakes and like spiders in Australia. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But
I was thinking a lot of insects too. Like this is when
insects,
like a
yeah.
billion ants died.
Like
But
I
yeah, go on.
I personally would never live in Australia because of that lone fact of like you could potentially be like sleeping in your own house and a snake would just like crawl up somewhere in the. It's like having a rat, but a venomous snake and rather than that. You know what I mean? So like I like personally believe that was that was it's crazy to think that was like the start of it where like that was the start of it and
It was like
then
the catalyst. Yeah.
yeah and then everything like it just would go uphill of how shitty the year was gonna be. Like there was no like happy end point or whatever, but I don't know.
It set the tone very well.
No, it did not. Like I just saw like I remember just seeing this picture like it could make a grown man cry. This like koala bear, and like in the background, it's just like his home on fire. Like everything's on fire, bro. Like that shit.
Yeah.
That was sad, bro.
Poor guy.
That was sad, bro. But yeah, that was
No,
my yeah. What's up?
I don't want to sound insensitive. I meant like that set the tone well, like what you were saying. Like
Oh,
you had this image of like everybody's habitat on fire,
hmm.
and little do you know, our habitats end up like on fire.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think it's interesting that this is more of an Australia point more than just the wildfire. I have a point about that. People always bring up like the snakes and like the spiders that can kill you out there, as if
Mhm.
like there's not mountain lions and bears in a ton of like states in America,
True.
and like
But
bears in some states down here. Dude, there's dinosaurs in America.
Yeah.
yeah, that is true. I feel, but like they also have like alligators and crocodiles in Australia, so like we kind of matched them on that sense
That's true.
too. So like we have bears, but like bears be like chilling sometimes. You know what I mean? I mean snakes could be chilling too. I feel like they
There's
only
no, there's no way to like get out of a bear attack though.
yeah. I mean like
Like I feel like there's ways to get rid of snake venom and snake poison,
mhm.
and even like at the worst, I think you just lose a leg. But like if a bear attacks you, like you're not coming back.
So you're telling me you rather would be attacked by a bear than get bitten by a snake?
No, the other way around. I'm saying
Oh,
I'd
okay.
much rather
Yeah,
deal with a
snake than a
poisonous
bear.
snake than an angry bear.
That is true. Yeah, I don't know. Like
I
it's tricky, man. Because like snakes, I feel like with a snake, you get bitten, you have like 30 minutes to live.
Yeah,
You
you
know what
have a
I'm saying?
chance.
You have a
yeah,
chance.
I see that.
With a bear, like
Also,
You're done.
you're done.
Game over, bro.
I'll say this: I'm more afraid of snakes coming up like the toilet.
That's
like, getting me
always
from
a fear of
behind
mine,
more
bro.
than I'm more
That's an
afraid of
irrational
that
fear of mine
than
too.
Bro,
I'm more afraid of that than like seeing a snake out in like the desert and it biting me. It's like that'd not be cool, but it'd be like I was out in the open, I was out in his territory, like like I pissed him off, But if he comes
Yeah.
into like my toilet and gets me when I'm like in my intimate time, like I'm gonna be
Yeah.
mad.
Bro,
So I'm more pissed at that.
if you get a taint full of poison, I just don't
Bro,
see how
don't
you're
keep
gonna.
sucking that out. I don't even want to come back from that, bro.
Yo, I'm finished.
All right, Freddie, why don't you give us your 2020 point? AJ, I think that was a good point. I
Yeah.
think it was cool that you picked something that early in the year that affected like a large part of
Exactly,
the
yeah.
world that like we don't even think about now.
Mhm.
So, like, that's
Yeah,
pretty-
because there's
I
so
like that
many
part.
other ones that were like that, like you just forgot about
Right.
it. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
Absolutely, I think that's a good point. Freddie, what's your? I think I know it, but what is your worst part of 2020?
Listen, man. Once again, like AJ was saying, so many things to pick from. But nah. In all seriousness, I think probably like Kobe's passing
mm,
because it was so sudden and like I'll never forget that whole day and how things went. And I think that changed my time in LA like by a lot.
Right, you were out. You and Don were out there for that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember calling Donovan when I heard about it, and I was like, "This ain't real, is it?"
Bro, listen. We was out turning up the night before. Get in, sleep,
Missed
whatever,
that.
whatever. Yeah, no, I listen, man. I think
I missed
about
clubs,
turning up
bro.
once a day.
Bro, I missed the club so much.
It's calling my name. So, yo, listen, man. When this pandemic is over, that's all I'm gonna say.
We got to go to Magic City after the pandemic. man.
Yo,
we got to see what it's about.
wait, Magic City, Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I need to go. I haven't been to a strip club, but like if I had to go to one, it'd be that one, and like I'm not
Magic
even
City.
not yeah,
I
100%,
feel that, AJ. That's a good choice.
100%.
All right, Freddie,
But,
get back
yeah.
to your LA story.
We was turning up, right? Wake up the next day. Donovan comes. So Donovan and I shared a room, right? So I wake up to Donovan coming into the room saying, "Yo, bro, like wake up, Kobe just died." And I was having a dream, so I thought it was in the dream. So I
Right.
remember saying, "Donovan, shut up." Like the only thing that happened was LeBron passed him in points, bro. Like it's not that deep. And then he's like, "No, I'm dead ass. Kobe Bean Bryant just died." So then I wake up fully, go out to the living room, and my roommates and Donovan like had CNN on. And they're like saying, "Oh, there was a helicopter crash. We don't know who was in it. Apparently Rick Fox was there also, and we don't know if his daughter was with him. Apparently he had some family friends on the flight as well." Like, and like life just kind of hit me. Like it didn't seem real. And
No,
for
it didn't.
the entire that like a good 3 hours, it just did not seem real. And then I found myself a couple hours later watching Kobe highlights, and man, I just broke down. I was crying, like, cause I mean, everybody says like Kobe meant a lot to me, but like nah, that man really meant a lot to me. It's just like the way that you go about trying to put in work and really perfect your craft, like that inspired me with everything that I do. And like I always try to strive for the most and put in as much work as I can with whatever it is that I'm doing. And a lot of that, well, now, yeah, a fair amount of that comes from just like watching Kobe and him. Like Kobe seemed like such a Greek myth to me because here was somebody whose dad was in the NBA. He was killing it in high school. He took fucking Brandy to prom, said fuck college, went to the NBA, has his rookie year, ends in him shooting up a bunch of air balls. Nobody's thinking much of him. He just takes that personally, starts grinding, and then is put on the path to becoming the Kobe that we know today. And he's had to go up against so many greats like fucking Jordan, Gary Payton. Well, I'm sorry, Gary Payton's not one of the greats. I apologize, but Gary Payton's still really solid. But he had
Right.
to go up a bunch of solid players in a bunch of different eras of the NBA, which I think the fact that he was able to go up against them and then beat them in many cases like is a really is a testament to his willpower. Um, but yeah, man, like being out there for all of that, it like you could. I don't think I had a moment ever like anywhere that I've been where like you can feel the entire city or that entire area
Right.
feel the same emotion at one time, except for then. I mean, closest is the Eagles parade, right? The entire city of Philadelphia is ecstatic for weeks. But
Oh, it was a beautiful day.
yeah, I'm never gonna forget the Eagles winning the Super Bowl.
Beautiful
Um,
day, man.
but yeah, man, that's my terrible thing of 2020 is Kobe's passing.
AJ, I know you had something to say about Kobe as well. Why don't you take the floor here?
So I remember where I was when like I found out when Kobe passed. I was in the tech center at Temple University working on
Mm-hmm.
some bullshit paper, and I'm on. Yeah, I just took a small break and I looked at my phone. I looked at Twitter and I just saw Kobe Bryant has died or has passed away. I was like, what? No, this has to be like a troll account or whatever. So I looked it
Mm-hmm.
up on Google and I just saw reports about it and I like looked up and like there's like four other dudes are just like looking around like to see if anybody's like having a reaction to like what I'm saying, like anybody would like
Yeah.
scream out or whatever. And we're all just like shaking our heads like, bro, I deadass just got up, logged off and went home. Because there's no damn way I was gonna be able to work on that paper knowing that Kobe just passed away. You know what I mean? Like there's like I feel like that entire day, like nobody could do anything without having that in the back of their mind without like, dude, like I didn't cry like until I saw this video about on Sports Center about this woman and her like saying that Kobe Bryant was a girl's dad. Bro, for
Mm-hmm.
some whatever reason that just struck a nerve to me. And like I'm like chilling. I think I was like waiting for the subway. I'm like watching this video. I started crying, bro. Straight up just like tears falling
Yeah.
down my face, bro. And just like to know that like Kobe like didn't like he loved his girls that much. Like he said, I don't care about basketball. Basketball's whatever. Like I'm gonna focus on my girls and be a parent because he hasn't because like since like he's been playing basketball like he was there but like he wasn't as much as he wanted to be for Gigi and like
Mm-hmm.
all that. So like I love that he was just much of a dad if anything, and I like respected
Right.
it. Like, to know that he like he just like he could do anything. Like he was a producer. He won a like didn't he win like an Emmy,
An
right?
Oscar.
Yeah, an Oscar. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like what do you like what player or person is doing that? He's just like a man of many talents and like what Freddie said with like having a city feel that emotions, I would take that and say the entire world, bro. Like literally the entire world were like
Yeah.
we're just silent. Like we all knew what Kobe meant to all of us. Like even if it was a soccer player, football player, whatever it is,
Right.
like we all respected that man and what he meant for just life and like how his mindset was. Like so like Kobe passing was like I feel like like literally the worst thing that happened within it's like not even the start of this decade, bro, and I feel like it can't get any worse than that. So I don't know, but yeah, it's
I'll say this: I was not the biggest Kobe fan when he was playing.
Hmm.
I just wasn't a fan of. This wasn't it. I was not a guard when I played basketball, so I wasn't really into guards that weren't
Hmm.
Allen Iverson. Like I was into big men. Like my favorite player growing up was Shaq, and then
Understandable.
eventually it became
mm,
like LeBron later on. But I grew to love Kobe after he retired when I started learning more about basketball as like a whole game and not just how I played. And I think I'm really in a way glad that Kobe's not always going to be known for that like scandal he had in Colorado many years ago,
mm,
and
Yeah.
that that's never going to come up again. And that really makes me feel good because like I know Kobe like if even if it happened, like I know Kobe was a great person outside of that, and like he shouldn't like I'm glad that he's going to be remembered for being a great dad and being a great like husband and a great father. I guess I said dad, but and like being great to Los Angeles and being a great basketball player and being a hero to people. Like that's what he should be remembered for, and I'm just really glad that that's what he's going to be remembered for. I mean, like I said, I wasn't the biggest Kobe fan, but like Freddie nailed it on the head. Like the Mamba mentality is a thing. That's something everybody should look at for their discipline, whether it be painting, sculpting, music, whatever. If you have the same intensity and like passion and love that Kobe had for it, like you're gonna do things with it. And that's the biggest takeaway I have from Kobe is just how much he wanted it and how hard he played and how hard he worked to be great. Like that's just the most impressive thing about him to me.
yeah, I'd have to agree with the mom mentality. Yeah.
All right. I'll
What
get on to
about you,
my.
bro?
All right, mine actually happened just a few days ago on
Mm.
the 26th. One of my
Mm.
favorite wrestlers, Mr. Brody Lee, died from a
Hmm.
lung infection, and
Damn.
absolutely nobody saw it coming. The
Was it
guy,
COVID related?
it was not. His wife said something. I don't know what the actual cause. They said lung infection that he died. But this dude, I
Hmm.
saw him wrestle when I went down to Florida, or I guess I didn't see him wrestle, but he wrestled the week before in a
Hmm.
ridiculous match, and everybody was like really impressed with it, and they're happy, and then just hadn't been seen on TV since that, and that was the beginning of October. And this guy, I had like a personal connection with because this kind of goes back to like our days at Temple, and when I was at Temple, I kind of for the first time in my life felt really comfortable being
Hmm.
myself, and part of that was just not hiding what I was really into anymore. And one of
Hmm.
those things was professional wrestling, and I kind of got back into it with Brian, my old roommate there, and we kind of bonded over that, and we both kind of got really back into wrestling and really started to love and appreciate it. And it was just not something either of us really hid or like were shy about anymore from there on out. And there was a lot of stuff that happened because of just me growing and being more comfortable with myself. And this guy at the time was known as Luke Harper, and he was in I guess a Cajun like Cape Fear inspired cult. And I thought
Hmm.
this dude's 6'7", like 300 pounds, and he's like diving out of the ring like he's
Mm.
like Rey Mysterio, and he's beating up
Damn.
people and clotheslining people like he's JBL or Brody or Bruiser Brody. I'm like, this dude's fucking
Yep.
incredible. And for years, we everybody was a big fan of this guy. Just watched him be the second or third guy in a group, or was always in a tag team, and never kind of was able to go out and be his own thing. And eventually, just stopped being on TV in general. And we found out it was because he couldn't do a Southern accent, and so they didn't want to push him or put him on TV. But anyway, the guy finally gets to a new company, gets on TNT,
Hmm.
finally gets his own kind of like a stable night group, and is fucking incredible. The dude's like taking people's heads off. He's being an asshole. He's being great, and
Being
he's
a
dead.
heel.
Yeah, he's an incredible heel, Freddie, and he's dead 6 months later, and it's just tragic. And I was upset when he died, but seeing every wrestler that like I'm a fan of and that I know of talk about how this dude was like the funniest person they'd met and like the nicest guy they'd met and how he was like the most supportive person in the backstage, and I was like, that's kind of what hit me the way that like the Kobe thing hit you, and I was like, damn, this dude has been a biggest asshole ever on TV the last 8 months, and everybody backstage loves him. And it just kind of showed me like very similar to what your Kobe thing with his dedication is. This guy's put in 18 years of like professional wrestling, and he only does it because like he loves it. Like he was never one of those guys who's in it for money or to go on to Hollywood or anything. He just loved wrestling and loved like uh, performing, and it was just you could tell. And him not being here, like I'll be fine eventually, but like I am very upset about it now. Like I really loved
Damn.
watching the guy wrestle. He was something that he was one of the people that got me like back into wrestling and kind of I think in it probably for the rest of my life now was because of this
Hmm.
dude and a few others. But him not being here, like I said, it just stood out to me that I was like, that guy kind of got me into wrestling for life at this point.
Yeah,
I
didn't
know I
he?
rambled there for a
Man,
bit,
Didn't he
but
like pass away like at
nah.
40,
My
right?
condolences,
he's
bro.
41. Yeah.
That's too young, man. I'm sorry, man. He like yeah, he had like more years. Yeah, I'm sorry, Connor. That
This
sucks.
dude, the way he like wrestled, he could have wrestled for another 10 years. I
Damn.
think this dude is incredible. But yeah, thank you though, Freddie. That means a lot though, bro. I
Yeah, of course, bro.
I think the one thing that really upset, like I don't want to say upset me because like it always upset me, but his former tag partner put up this post on Instagram saying how when they were done like their weekly like loop where they had to like go to their house shows and stuff, and they were like going
Hmm.
back to their families. Luke Harper, Brody Lee would always say, "I'll see you forever," or "I'll see you." I guess I'll see you in forever. And for
Hmm.
years, the guy didn't know what he was saying. And eventually, one day, he asked somebody. I don't know if it was his wife or somebody that knew him. He said, why does he always say, 'I'll see you in forever'?" And they said it was because he wants those 1 or 2 days that he gets to spend with his family to feel like forever. And I was like, God damn, dude. And this
Wow.
dude's purposely spending 5 days away a week from his family just to just because he loves wrestling that much. And I was like, man, that made me tear up a little bit, Freddie.
Son, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Like that type of shit
Right.
when you're losing somebody who you're close to that you've never met is like
Right.
a different type of a loss.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you like this person means so much to you and you can articulate it so well, but like you never met them, and like
Yeah.
what
Dude has
hurts
no
is
idea
that
who I was.
exactly, and you never get the chance to meet them now. Like I know for me, I always knew one day I was going to be able to shake Kobe's hand or dap him up and say,
Mhm.
"Yo, fam, like we got to work together on something."
Right.
And the fact that I never get to do that is just it is wild to me. So I can only imagine, like, when we're all rich and famous or whatever, you
Hopefully.
had the plan of of I'm sure of going backstage at one of the AEW events and just shooting the shit with him, like
That'd
either
been awesome.
before or after a match.
It's a very similar dynamic to the Kobe thing with you. This dude wasn't somebody I had like been a fan of since I was like a kid, like you were with Kobe.
Hmm.
And I'll probably be if it was like Shaq that died like tragically instead of Kobe, I probably would be feeling the same way. But
Hmm.
I think it's a very similar feeling. And I think the one thing about 2020 is that there's so many people that died this year, not just COVID related, that I think in a way, probably everybody's lost a hero or somebody that they admire or respect or something. So I think everybody's kind of dealing with this, whether it be somebody like your grandfather that died of COVID, or if it was Kobe or Brody Lee or
Chadwick
uh,
Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman.
That was a
That's
big
another.
loss. That was a
That
big
was another
loss.
huge one too. Yeah,
That was a
the,
day before my birthday. Like
oh man,
like it was like an hour leading to my birthday, and I found out he passed away. And I was like, bro, how do like
What the fuck?
what am I like? I'm not happy. I'm not happy on my
right.
birthday. I can't be happy. Like this is not a good
didn't-
day to be
that,
happy. Like,
that's the one that I didn't think was real.
yeah, that was. And you know what's
I
sad?
was like,
And
yeah.
you know what's sad? Like he had posted this video of himself. I forget what the video what it was regarding to, but like he looked very sickly, right? And people were just like
Yeah, people
flaming
making fun of
him.
on Twitter. Yeah.
Flaming him, and then like
I remember that.
now those same people are like, "Oh, rest in peace, Chadwick." But like, no, fuck you. You were like, no, don't say anything. You're just
You're part of the problem.
exactly.
Right. Oh well. That was the other guy I was thinking of. But now that we got our sad stuff out
Yeah,
of the way,
I'm sad now.
AJ, why don't you tell us some cool or fun or good stuff
All
that you
right,
think happened in 2020?
so I'm gonna start off with a personal favorite of mine. So this
Go
year,
for it.
I don't know if you guys play video games. I don't know if you guys are into games, but this year, EA Sports announced that they're gonna release Skate 4, 10 years
Oh.
after Skate 3 was released.
Yes, sir.
And I
Yes,
am
sir.
so ecstatically hyped. Like, you don't understand. Like, I've been tweeting them about it for years. I've been, like, talking about it with
Mhm.
people that don't even care about Skate 3. That, like, you know what I'm saying? But one say, like, I would probably buy a PS5 just to play this game. Because, like, it was so fun. Like, even though I don't skate, I've always had like I feel like anybody had the thoughts like I want to skate. No, like I can't. Like I would
Mhm.
break my leg or blah 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 whatever. But like I was one of those people. Like I couldn't like I know Freddie's a skater, so he'd probably be like I love Skate 3
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
Freddie's
yeah.
awesome. Freddie's feeling awesome about this.
Yeah. So I don't know when they didn't really announce what date or like the time they're gonna release it. So I'm gonna say
When it's coming out.
yeah, they didn't really announce that. So I feel like maybe within this year, hopefully. I'm praying it's this year, but I don't know.
Man. Bro, I think even Connor and I were talking about Skate 4. I think Connor hit me up saying, bro, Skate 4 is fucking coming. Like they're not playing around
Yeah, I
anymore.
think so.
Yeah, like
I was hyped. Like, bro, that was the shit that you would do, like playing Skate 3 when you couldn't go out and skate. And I
Right.
remember and Skate 3 was so fire because, like, I'm not the biggest video game player, but I got my couple that, like, I'll play. Skate was definitely one of them. And, like, you could say, all right, I'm just going to play Skate for like 15 minutes real quick, and then I'm going to go take care of something, right? And then 3 hours have passed, and you're still playing the game. Like, that just hit different.
it's a game that aged so well. Like I've been trying to look for my Xbox because I still have the disc for Skate 3. I just can't find my Xbox.
Same.
So like I've been craving to play the game for so long because like games now are the only games I really play are like COD or like Minecraft. So like I don't know, I just want to play Skate. I could still play Skate 3 too, like till this day, like right now. So like it's just one of those games, man.
Is Skate 3 the one that had Hall of Meat on it?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That game that shit
Yeah.
was so
That-
fun.
That was fun as shit. You just see how much you can fuck your dude
Exactly,
up. That was
bro.
awesome.
That shit was wild as hell.
All right,
That shit hurt,
yeah,
like
yeah.
trying to watch that and like go actually skate. Like it wasn't possible.
That's funny as hell.
What
So
else you got? AJ?
yeah, so my next one, I think Freddie, maybe you kind of might agree with this. So like, it was the NBA bubble, and then
Yeah.
and then the Lakers winning the chip, meaning LeBron got his fourth ring.
Yes, sir.
And dude,
Yes, sir.
when I tell you, when I was the amount of joy and happiness when I saw that man win his fourth ring, I was just so happy, man. Like, I hate also if you're one of those people that are like the Mickey Mouse ring bullshit, like this ring doesn't count. It's 3, 6, and 1. I would say shut up because I know damn well if anybody else's team, I know damn well anybody else's team would have won that, they would have counted it as their own championship ring. You know what I mean? Like they wouldn't have said anything. So like to hear like I hate people like that, like because they only hate on it because LeBron. Like since LeBron won, it's like oh
No.
like you know what I mean? It's just like annoying as hell when people say that. So like that's all I gotta say on that.
No. We let's get into that, bro.
No,
Let's
no,
get into that.
yeah, yeah.
Why are niggas like when they call hit that ring like the that should be an asterisk? It's like, fam, you're basically in the elimination. Connor, is that not the elimination chamber, the bubble?
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good comparison. Actually, I didn't think of that one.
Like,
but yeah, you get
and nobody has yet. Nobody has said, "Oh, the elimination chamber is sweet." No, they do not say that about the elimination chamber. They say this is meat grinding against metal. Like this is not a game. If you make it out, then shout out to you for making it out. I feel like the bubble is the same, son. Like if you can say this counts as much as any ring, or it counts more, but you can't say it counts less. So I agree, AJ.
I agree with that. I don't see the less at all.
Bro.
All right, AJ, what's your final one?
My final one, it's another personal one. But this year, your boy got himself a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah,
she knows who she is. She's probably listening to right now. I don't gotta say many names right now. But
okay.
But you know what I mean? So like I've been alone a long time, been on the streets for a little bit, you know what I mean? And to come out a changed man, it's a great feeling, man. And it's nice to know I have somebody on my side, you know, that's down for me. It's a ride or die. She's probably laughing right now if she's listening to, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's it's son. Like cuz like but it is what it is. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying?
No, I love it, AJ. I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you.
That's hilarious, bro. Yeah, I remember when you told me, I was like, wow, son. So like, you just done with the streets, bro. Like, you just not gonna.
Nah,
you know we was running the 2-man weave or whatever.
We were for a hot minute until you had to leave me, Freddie. But you know.
That's fair. That's true.
You know, I had to.
Hey, Freddie, you still got Don to run the pick and roll with.
That's very true, bro. That's very true. We yeah, that's a funny one. And shout out to you and shout out to your old lady, bro.
Thank you. Much love.
All right, Freddie, why don't you give us your 2020 positives?
So my first one. All right. So this is a kind of I got a short film done in quarantine.
Nice.
That was that kind of like meant something for me because I want to go into cinematography. Like that's one of the things that I want to go into for like as a filmmaker.
Right.
And I don't have any projects up that I've shot. Like I have a couple projects that I had like that are you know, I did for like school and stuff that are kind of trash. I have like maybe 1 or 2 that I can actually use for stuff. Mm-hmm. But I didn't have anything that like I wrote, because even the first short film that I directed, I didn't write that. but I didn't have anything that I wrote, and I didn't have anything that I shot out
Right.
there. So being able to put that film together was like a big thing for me because I can look at something that looks good that I shot, and it looks good because I shot it, and
Right.
I'm the
Right.
one that wrote it.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, like you're proud of it. Yeah, I get it. I love that.
yeah, man, that's my my first thing.
Okay, that's awesome, dude.
Um,
I didn't know that. I'm glad that you're working on stuff still.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Yeah, it's honestly, yo, that's the only thing keeping me sane is make like working on the filmmaking skills as a whole.
Right.
Yeah, I
Um,
feel like if you like work, it takes away from like what's really happening. So it's like a nice escape. You know what I'm saying? For like you to work on something that you truly love. So I feel like it's positive.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome,
Um,
Freddie.
bro, yeah, like that was that just hit different, man. And you're right, man, because it's like when you wake up, especially like in quarantine, like where you wake up and every day is basically the same, and you're graduated, so it's not like you have any place to report to. You don't have a job. You're not making any
No,
money. Like it's
right.
so easy to just like waste away. And like there's nothing like if you was not doing stuff during all of that, like that is totally fine, son. Like this is a lot, and like mentally, you do need a break sometimes. Um, but yeah, nah, for me, I had to like do something, and to be able to do that, it was tough. Um, yeah, so that's one of my things. The other one is you know what I'm saying, John Morant winning Rookie of the Year. You
Yes,
dig?
sir.
Like,
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
I'm really
yo,
glad he didn't pull out his ACL, by the way.
same. Yeah. Prayers up to him right now because he is injured, waiting to hear back what's going on with his ankle.
I
Um,
think he has like a high sprain.
Three,
Is it
yeah,
not?
3 to 5 weeks.
Yeah, 3 to 5 weeks. Yeah.
all right. Prayers up for him. Um, but yeah, son, like, yo, I mean, I already said like in the hot takes how I felt about Ja. I love Ja as a player for real. You know what I'm saying? Definitely
Right.
one of my favorite young players. And so watching him win Rookie of the Year, I just felt it was very, very deserved. And for a lot of the NBA awards, um, that I felt like could have gone to other people. Talking to
Okay.
you, Giannis, you definitely shouldn't have gotten both MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. Maybe one of
Right.
them
Okay.
you can argue a case for, but not both.
Hmm.
Um, so Ja winning that was like a nice little consolation. And chosen one is next up, bro. You know what I'm saying? So keep an eye out.
Yeah, that's a good point because I think everybody was expecting Zion to kind of walk away with that award last year, and I know him not playing the full season, like probably is what did it, but it was definitely cool seeing somebody else get that recognition.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Especially because it's like, bro, Zion is tough. There's no disputing that. He's a great player, also another
Mhm.
great young player to watch. But he also didn't play as many games. And when you, I think, look at the adversity that Zion had to go through versus what Ja had to go through, like the Grizzlies were in controversy because Andre Iguodala was like, "I'm not playing with y'all. Y'all are. I was
I
just
remember
playing in
that.
the finals." Yeah, which was like mad petty, son.
Disrespectful.
I
Like,
kind of like lost respect for him after that. I was like, because honestly, like there was a part of me to where like I wanted the Heat, like even though it was against the Lakers, I didn't want the Heat to do that well because of Andre, because that's just like oh like you ain't championship caliber team. I need somebody that is like, bro, what? You were on a team that just
yeah,
went to the finals like what 6 times or something like that. Relax,
something crazy.
humble yourself for a
Yeah,
little bit, like real quick. But like you weren't like you were a
Right.
pivotal piece, but like you weren't the main piece. So just fucking relax, man.
no, 100%, bro, 100%.
Was that your
Um,
second or your third, Freddie? My bad. I don't remember.
That's my no. That's my second. That's my second.
Okay,
My
okay.
last one is real quick. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Go for it.
when AJ came out to Cali, bro, that is probably one of my
Yo, oh
highlights
my god.
of 2020 because like, all right, so like his sister took us to some real cool spots. Um, but like when we was like scootering up and down Santa Monica,
Bruh.
I hadn't felt that relaxed and just like that carefree since I was a kid, son. Like
I
that shit
remember
was
that
tough.
exact feeling. I remember that exact feeling on Sunset last year. It's like it's beautiful. It's euphoric in a way, you know.
Yes, right, bro. Because what, Connor? You took some scooters out or something?
My roommates were into them, and I would do it occasionally. I wasn't the biggest fan of them, especially if I was drunk. I
Mm.
was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really not that about this, but like, all right. But we were like down in front of the Palladium, like riding scooters, and then like a Lizzo concert had just gotten out. So I was
Bruh.
like, I'm not riding this scooter around a bunch of Lizzo fans.
Oh
No,
man.
it
That's
was low key fun. I was like hella thick girls there. I was like, all right, cool. I'll hang out. I'll call my Uber to here and wait for 15 minutes till it pulls up. That's fine with me.
oh man.
But yeah, we were on Sunset that night. We went to like the whiskey and like the Viper Room and like all the places out there.
Hmm.
Mm. I'm just
That's
What was
tough.
your
oh I'm
What
sorry.
was your favorite club in LA, Fred?
Um, that one spot AJ's sister took us to,
Which
the
one? The
one with
first
like
one or the one that we didn't go with her?
the one that we didn't go with her. I forget the name of
All
it.
right, so Connor, this club was kind of like it was bizarre. So like
Okay.
so like the bar itself, it's like a Victorian styled like you know what I'm talking
It's
about.
a mansion.
It's a mansion.
What's it called? What's it called?
I don't remember off the top of my head. I'd have to.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, but
yeah,
it.
send it to the
Yeah, I
text
will.
it to
I
me
will.
later
I'll
on.
have to ask my sister. She
Yeah.
definitely remembers it. But so like, so when you walk in, bro, but didn't you have to walk through like a kitchen or something, Freddie? Or is that?
No,
Or am I
we
bugging?
You talking about Davy Wayne's?
Nah.
nah,
I think I know
not
what you're
Davy
talking
Wayne.
about though, because
All
I
right.
went to like a place like that. Because I went to. Yeah, sorry, I'll tell you about that.
No.
After.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. But so like this place had like 3 levels to it. Like there was one where it was like. It was like a bar, like it was like grunge, like people were like playing live music, so it was just like low lighting. It was like kind of chill, kind of nice.
Right.
And then you get to the second
Okay.
floor, which was like, Freddie, do you remember what they were playing on the second floor? Because I think every floor had like different music being played. You know what I mean? Do you
That's
remember?
pretty
The
sick.
best way I can describe it is white people music.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh.
Like
yeah.
it's like, okay, Connor, if you were in Pyland and the DJ was like decent this night, it was like that
Uh-huh.
type of stuff.
So
And
was
for
it
those
like
who
when we
don't
go-
know,
was it like when we go to Concourse?
great, it's pretty close to that.
It's like club music, okay. White girl music.
Yeah, so
yeah.
so you're gonna hear a lot of early 2000 stuff. Maybe
You
some
didn't
stuff
hear
from the
American Girl
90s.
once or twice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Once or twice.
Like EDM remixes of music. And just stuff like that.
Right. Okay. What was on the third floor?
And
I don't remember. Like
Yeah.
it was like kind of similar,
third
but
floor was hip hop stuff.
yeah,
Third floor was
yeah,
hip-hop stuff.
yeah,
We
yeah,
was up
yeah.
there.
Yeah, we were up there for the most part, honestly, because I don't know, the music was just better. Cause like also my only problem with it, the drinks were hella expensive, bro. So expensive.
everywhere.
I know, but like,
That's everywhere,
but like
though.
they were
It's
like
brutal.
giving us like the smallest drinks for the craziest prices. Like I
For
don't
like $20.
for like
I
20.
overdrafted my
Yeah,
account
I
and went
remember
some
that.
salad.
I remember that.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, honestly, but yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Freddie, because that was like, I feel like with Freddie night, we always go to these clubs, like Halloween, bro. That was like on the boat,
Yo.
on the boat,
Oh, man.
on the boat.
Oh,
So on a
son.
whole
That
ass
shit was
boat
tough.
on the water, bro. Like, come on, man.
Undefeated. Son.
Undefeated yet, but I don't know. I think that was like I feel like that moment was literally right before the pandemic got everything got shut down. So like I felt like that was
Right.
like a good not a good way because there's no really good way to have it you know what I'm saying. Like I feel like I was able to
Your life as you
enjoy.
know it.
Yeah, I was like, all right, so if
Right.
this is how I'm gonna end it, I'm gonna end it like this. I guess you can say. So like,
I get that. I was
yeah.
planning on going out at the like for Freddie and Donovan's birthdays. It was
Mm.
like I think it was like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It was like a Thursday and Friday was their birthdays this year or something like that. And I was gonna go out
Yeah.
and visit them. And I was gonna take y'all to the goth club where you have to wear black to get in.
Oh, oh my god.
Bro, nah, we were pretty hyped though for that. We was like, cause we were like, bro, there's no fucking way that this club is gonna be on some shit. But
Nah,
I kind of had a feeling it would have been like that that one bar or whatever that we went to on for your graduation party. Like,
yeah.
you know
okay.
how when you and I think it was when you and Brian had graduated and we was like bouncing around all over Fishtown.
Right. Yeah.
I had a feeling it would be like
Bowery. We went to Johnny Brenda's.
yeah, like it would be
They were
like
like-
that. Which
It
you
was
know,
like an extreme version of that.
okay.
Because like upstairs, they had like a flogging area upstairs, which was interesting.
That's
And then-
nuts.
Bro, then downstairs was all like German techno music that was like the smoothest shit you've ever heard, and like drinks were cool. There was like a nice like outdoor patio too. There, it was pretty sick. They also had like a little like market in front of it where you could buy like jewelry and stuff. It was a cool place.
Mhm.
But yeah, all right.
Damn,
Let me
son.
get into mine so we can get out of here. My first one is I'm proud of like myself because I had to learn how to like enjoy being on my own a lot more this year. Like you two know
Talk
me,
about
like
it.
you guys know I love like being social and being around people and doing shit. Like I'd be hanging out with people every day of the week if I could, and well, really couldn't do that this year. And my
Side
dad
note,
always,
Connor, I don't even want to cut you off. I just want to say for those listening, Connor is one of the best wingmen you could ask for.
oh wow, Freddie, you're already topping me with that kind of like hype. Like you're already a
Yo.
better wingman than me for just saying that.
Man, nah,
best
man,
wingman-
I'm trying to get like
best
you,
wingman-
man.
I'm just trying to get like you, Freddie, Spider-Man meme.
Man. No, but continue.
AJ, like I think it was like maybe a year or two ago, just out of the blue, I just DM'd Freddie this like the Spider-Man meme where they're like pointing at each other, and it was like 8 of them, and they were like all pointing at each other, being like, "Yo, I'm trying to get like you." And it was like when you hang out with your black friends, or something like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I had to learn how to like have fun on my own this year, and I did that through watching a lot of like movies by myself, which I've always enjoyed in the past. I wrote a lot this year, which I was proud of. I didn't write like what I wanted to specifically, but like I did write a lot of stuff.
Mm.
It's mostly like really weird stand up, but who knows? Maybe I'll make something out of that. Other than that, I really liked how the NFL and like NBA kind of mic'd up players this year, so you could kind of hear the shit talking like during the games. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
love
guys
that.
noticed
No,
that at
yeah,
all.
I follow NFL films and I hear that. I love that stuff so much. Like it's like
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
they need to
They
give
need
the
to combine
R-rated.
that
They need to
with-
give the R-rated versions. Like you know what they actually
Right.
sell. Cause like bro, it's like you see the players like telling all their teams like, "Yo, I'm mic'd up. Watch like I'm mic'd up." Like they literally inform their teammates that they're mic'd up, so don't say anything sus. You know what I mean? Like, which is like, I wish they wouldn't do
Like,
that.
no, let the stuff shit.
I wish they would
Let the
like
stuff shit
secretly.
fly.
I wish they would secretly mic them. They wouldn't even know about it, which is kind of fucked. But like, I don't know.
Put it in the helmets. Put it in the helmets, and then just be like, "Yeah, we're gonna mic you in the helmet." So like, anybody anybody saying something that bad, good luck.
Yeah.
Right?
I think that's something that like even when the crowds are back, I'd love like a segment towards the end of the game, like every week, where it's just the trash talk and like the trash talk line of the night or something like that. I think
Yo,
that'd be
that'd be tough actually. I would
Yes.
like that a lot, very much.
It'd NBA, you could have the verbal dunk on, like the verbal posterizer of the night. I think that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's just the Sports Center thing, I think more emphasis on trash talking. I like that 2020's brought that out. I
I
also like the
oh,
chain. There's been a lot more chain snatching in the NFL this year because of that. I like that.
bro, that
Yeah.
was ridiculous, bro. That
I
was
I love any time a chain gets snatched in any type of context. I think it's like the funniest and like most disrespectful thing you could do to somebody that's like not punching them.
yeah.
Yes.
It's like, bro, like, and also it's more funnier when it's in an NFL game. Like, there's
Right. It's
like
like, why are you
no
wearing your chain
reason.
on the field,
Like,
bro?
it's like, imagine if the guy snatched his chain and then ran off with it and like kept it. Like, you
Right.
know what I mean? Like, what
Didn't
the fuck?
Akeem Talib do that to
And
Crabtree a few years ago?
Yeah, he
yes.
did. Yeah.
And see,
That's
that's the
awesome.
fun. That's where the comedy really hits with the chain snatching in the NFL, because all of you guys can afford your own chain. So you're literally
Right.
just doing this to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
It's just disrespectful. at that point. All right, I gotta ask you guys this: have either of y'all ever had a chain snatched off of you?
No.
No, thank
Never,
God. Son.
never.
Also, all of mine are fake, so I'll just go back to Amazon and get another.
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking like, yeah, go ahead, snatch my chain, or like whatever. It's not real. That's what I was thinking. The same thing too.
Yeah,
And-
like
Yeah.
I'm not pressed at all. Like if I got knock on wood, man. Like I hope that I don't end up in a position where I do get my chain snatched. But
Oh, I'd
if
be
I
pissed if
did,
it happened, but not because like my chain got stolen, just that it happened.
yeah, I'd be like, great. Now I gotta spend another $14 fucking dollars on another chain, man.
No, I was
Can't
thinking like,
believe
if you
this.
disrespected me like that to like snatch my chain. Ooh.
Yeah. Also,
Dang.
that sounds like you're in for a rough
I f-
night.
Bro, I feel like for someone to steal something from me that I'm actually wearing, it'd be my shoes. Because like, yeah, you can get your chain snatched, like that's cool because it's not so noticeable. But like, if someone deadass steals your shoes off your feet, you have to walk home with your
That's-
socks
yeah.
on. You know what I mean? And like,
Oh,
if you're wearing your
this
favorite pair of
just
shoes,
happened,
man, like
actually.
it's like they're gone. So, what happened to you?
I was just at like a little Christmas get together like a week or two ago at my friend's house, and like some other extra people got invited that like I guess they didn't know about, and those
Mhm.
people like were not happy about getting kicked out, and they like stole a couple pairs of Jordans from like the dude.
Bruh.
Yeah,
Mm.
pair of Chicago ones, and like
Oh
very
my!
easy.
Oh,
I
you're
would cry,
lying.
bro.
No.
I would
Yeah.
cry. Like if
Dude,
I couldn't
people-
afford him like that, I would be devastated for a month. Straight
Right,
up,
people
maybe
were-
longer, man.
The one girl was like one of my boys. She was like with one of my boys, and she like had her Chicago one stolen, and she was like crying, and I was like, "This really sucks." I was like, "There's nothing I can do that's gonna like get you the shoes back, and like there's really nothing I can do that makes you like feel better. But like I just want you to know, like it really sucks that this happened. Like I feel really bad."
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Bro,
my
because
la-
like
yeah, good.
I was just gonna say real quick, man, like, the ones, I
are
would be
so
devastated
cool.
as well.
Any pair of
My
ones, like I'll rock 'em.
condolences.
Yeah, to the ones.
Right.
R.I.P. And then my last one was I think a lot of people that had not been heard before kind of stepped up and made their voices a lot louder and clearer and for a lot more people to hear. And I'm really like
Mhm.
proud of those people. There was a huge speaking out movement in the wrestling industry this year, in which
Mhm.
hundreds of people, men and women alike, talked about their history of like abuse and relationships with wrestlers, both sexual, physical, emotional. And they all came up. A lot of them came up and talked about it, and a lot of them got shit for it, but a lot of them also like kind of were praised, and like I think a lot of them feel better. And I think
Mhm.
that's something that is kind of needed in a way, and I'm glad that happened. And all the like Black Lives Matter protesting and all that stuff from the summer and all through on, I guess, the fall and into now. Like I'm happy that stuff's happening too. I mean, I'm not happy the reasoning for the protests, but I'm happy that people feel that there's injustice in the world and aren't giving up. Because I think a lot of people gave up on a lot of shit this year, and I'm glad that there's people out there that aren't giving up on stuff.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
yeah. I feel like with this, how the year ended was sort of on a high note because with a re-election for presidency, you know, we got that dude who was, fun fact, the only cast member from Home Alone 2 to be impeached. If y'all didn't know that.
He's also the only WWE Hall of Famer to not win re-election as president.
Bro, he's a what?
What a loser.
Wait, he's in the Hall of Fame for the WWE?
Yeah, man. He won the Battle of the Billionaires at WrestleMania. I think 22 or 3.
This man.
His boy Bobby Lashley beat Umaga, and then he had to shave Vince McMahon's head.
Bro,
I remember that. That was a great storyline.
It's definitely memorable. I don't know if it was great, Freddie, but like it was memorable because like both the Trump and Vince McMahon stuff was like very, very stupid, like childish. But like, remember who we're talking about here?
Talking about Donald Trump.
I'm just.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's just crazy. This man was president for 4 years. Like, how were we okay with that? This man was a TV person.
know.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy,
I don't know.
crazy.
I don't know, but I think we should wrap up before we piss some people off.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for giving us. This is definitely my first podcast of 2020 and like the first one I've done. So like 2020 was nice that we got to start this and that I get to talk to my boys every week. So I like that. That's one final thing. And thank you all for listening to us, guys. I hope you have a happy new year. Hope 2021's a lot better than 2020. And this is Connor Johnson signing off.
Freddie Goodman.
And AJ Reimer.
Deuces.
All right, good episode, boys.
All right. Yeah. Crazy, man. Crazy.
Good job finishing.